So you're young, broke, and in love, and you're trying to figure out how the heck are you going to pay for an engagement ring? Well, it wasn't that long ago that I was in your exact position. Just 6 years ago, I was wondering how the heck am I going to propose and pay for this engagement ring? And now you're probably wondering why the heck you're staring at a chicken coop with chickens. Well, that's because my wife and I now live on a 5-acre homestead. But regardless of the chickens, I'm going to be giving you a few tips on not only how to save enough money to buy an engagement ring, but a few engagement ring tips so that you don't get screwed when you're buying a ring. Let's jump into it. Well, first things first, how are you actually gonna save some extra money? Well, when I bought my wife's engagement ring, I was on a very limited salary. I was working for a nonprofit at the time. And so I actually was just trying to figure out how can I save some more money. I was like, okay, how can I just not eat out and cut costs to save a few $100 a month? I also did give plasma to get a little bit more money. I had a good friend that also did that. And so I would just say, like, how can you reduce your cost for several months or longer, depending on how much you can save in each month, or what are some extra side hustles that you can get to, add on $300 or $400 a month to your income that you could save for that engagement ring. So you're just going to have to get creative. I understand when you're young and broke or on a very limited income, you just got to figure it out. Looks like the neighbors are having their roof replaced today, so I apologize for the background noise. I had to stop at the blackberry patch to get a little mid-filming snack. But the next tip would be, do not buy your engagement ring in a retail store. So what's going on when you go to a big box retail store or a mom and pop store, for example, you see the building you're in? That's a lot of rent. You see all the inventory they have in those stores? That's a lot of inventory. You see all the staff they have? It's a lot of staff. Basically, my point is they have a lot of overhead. Whereas an online retailer or a concierge style jeweler like us has much less cost involved in selling a ring. Now, I will also say that the retail industry is notorious for somehow getting away with insane markups on engagement rings. So I guess my point is, do not buy in store. They say, well, Derek, how can I try on the ring? Well, that's a great question. You can go into any retail store and try on rings. And my encouragement to you would be to walk into those big box retail stores, see how they actually treat you, and figure out exactly what you want, and then take that ring to us, a concierge style jeweler, or an online retailer, and build out the exact ring for a fraction of the cost. It's a no-brainer to me. The last tip I'll give you is you don't have to buy an earth mine diamond. An earth mine diamond is going to be a premium on your price. Like, you're going to pay the most for an earth mine diamond engagement ring. Look at lab grown. It's still a diamond. It's a real diamond. It's just grown in a lab, and it's going to cost you significantly less. You can also look at moissanite for the stone. However, at this current moment, moissanite and lab grown diamonds are actually about neck and neck. When I bought my wife's engagement ring in 2019, that was not the case. Moissanite was much cheaper, but lab grown diamonds are actually roughly the same cost. So I don't know why you wouldn't go with a lab grown versus moissanite, but that's a whole nother conversation for another video. And I go into the depths of why that is the case with moissanite and lab grown diamond cost in this video. And if you want to check it out, you can watch that now.